Good morning children, hope you all are doing great. So children, today I am going to explain you the change in state, different state of matter by heating and cooling. So children, we know that by heating and by cooling we can change the different states of matter. So like here in the diagram it is given the conversion in the different states of matter. So here we can see the solid can easily change into liquid form by melting, and again by freezing we can change the liquid into solid again. Same way, whenever we will heat this liquid by the process of evaporation, liquid convert into water vapor, and when we condense these water vapor, we will get again the liquid form of water. In the lower classes I have also explained you the sublimation process. In this process the solid directly convert into the gaseous state. So remember, this is the sublimation process in which solid directly converted into the gaseous state, and when we condense the gases by deposition method, again we will get the same solid state. So you should remember these terms: evaporation, condensation, freezing, melting, deposition and sublimation. So children, the best example of these conversion, as you know from your lower classes, is water vapor. So water cycle. Okay, so not water vapor, water cycle. So the three main steps of water cycle is evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Okay, now children, what will happen when the solid absorbs the heat? So whenever the solid absorbs the heat, solid state of matter, these particles, these tightly packed particles, they gain the energy, heat energy, and they lose their force of attraction between them, and they lose their cohesive force also. Both force of attraction and cohesive force I have already explained you in the last video. So due to this gain of heat energy, they reduce their force of attraction and cohesive force, and the particles become loose. Because of that only it will convert into the liquid state of matter. Okay, and so you should remember the process of changing solid to a liquid due to the heat is called melting. So melting already written here, and the temperature at which this conversion is going on, solid to liquid, is called melting point. So ice is the good example we can see in our daily life. So ice melts and changes into the liquid water at 0 degrees Celsius. So remember children that the melting point of ice, into which the ice completely convert into liquid state, is 0 degrees Celsius. And different solids have different melting points. Okay, same as when we heat the liquid, we know we will get the water vapor. It also gains the energy and the molecule increases and they move away from each other. The same way happen. We all know the molecular arrangement in solid, liquid and gas. Based on that we can understand that in the liquid the force of attraction is high than the gases. So when the liquid will gain the energy, heat energy, then what will happen? The force of attraction will become loose and the molecules will move away from each other. So remember the process by which a liquid changes into gas due to the heat is called vaporization or boiling. Okay, and the temperature at which liquid state changes into a gaseous state is called boiling point. So the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and like solids only, different liquids have different boiling point. So I have explained you the distillation, fractional distillation process. In that process, children, I told you that different liquids have different boiling points, and based on the different boiling points we can collect them, we can separate them from each other. So this is the principle of fractional distillation process. Okay, so always remember that different liquids have different boiling points, and the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, whereas the boiling point, the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. So you should know these two. Okay, the same way, what will happen on cooling? The particles lose their energy, and okay, so whenever we will cool it with the process of condensation or deposition, what will happen? The particle lose their energy, the molecule reduces. Okay, the molecule start their force of attraction become strong, cohesive force build up, and the molecules come closer. Okay, or you can say in other words, force of cohesive force and force of attraction increase, become stronger, and again liquid turn into solid form, and gases turn into liquid form. So by the process of condensation, freezing and deposition, we can get back these different state in which the molecules come closer. Okay, now the process by which liquid changes to solid is called freezing. So this diagram is very nicely labeled, and you can see all the processes they are showing on the arrows. So the process by which gases changes into liquid is called condensation, we know. Okay, and the process in case of sublimating agent, the process in which the gaseous sublimating agent gases convert into solid again is called deposition. Okay, so this is all about the diagram. So children, here also you can see one more diagram is given. So based on the parameter of heatness and coolness, okay, so whenever we heat, the arrangement of molecule will gain the energy, and that kinetic energy will increase, force of attraction will become loose, and cohesive force will decrease, and the molecules move far from each other. Whereas on the other hand, when we will cool it, you can see the blue parameter, this cool it, what will happen? The force of attraction will become strong, cohesive force become increase, and it will lose the whenever it will lose the energy. So through this diagram also you can see, you can understand. Now one activity is given in your book, children, that how to find out the melting point of ice and boiling point of water. So few materials we need for this for performing this activity. First one is beaker, then ice made from distilled water. Distilled water, as I said, that whenever we will boil the water, what will happen? Whenever we will boil the water, it will convert into water vapor, and that water vapor, if we will collect or condense, then it will turn into water vapor, which is in gaseous state, into the liquid again. So that liquid, the condensed liquid, is called distilled water, okay, which is free from ions or salts. So this ice we want from the distilled water. Bunsen burner, thermometer, we know that we can easily measure the heat parameter with the help of thermometer. Glass rod, clamp stand. So like this, you know, all labeling is given in this diagram, so you can see. So whenever we will put the ice in the room temperature, and we have to fix the thermometer, as you can see in this clamp. So whenever we will provide the heat to the beaker filled with ice, distilled water ice, that ice start melting. So we have to record that temperature. So second point, it is written of procedure, that heat the ice and measure the temperature at which it starts to melt. So here the thermometer, you can see, we have to know the reading whenever we observe that ice start melting. So that as we all know, the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. The same way, after few minutes, after 2-3 minutes, what we will calculate the boiling point of water. So whenever we will heat this apparatus more, then what will happen completely within a few minutes, we can see that this ice completely turn into liquid water and it will start boiling. Boiling means, as I said, liquid turn into water vapor. So whenever we feel that or see the water vapors, we have to again measure the temperature. So you will see the from the 0 the reading will increase and go up to the 100 degrees Celsius. So by observing the reading, we can see, or we can say that 100 degree is the boiling point of water. So by performing this activity, we can find out that the melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, whereas the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Children, go through the chapter, start doing the exercises. In the next video, I will explain you what are the physical changes and what are the chemical changes, which is given in the page number 9 shortly, but we will discuss. Okay. So children, thank you and have a nice day. God bless you, beta.